What's up YouTube and welcome back to another video. Today we got a tier list of all the Marvel Rivals characters besides Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. I'll talk about them later, but we're just going to do the main ones for now that came out upon release. I have, give or take, a lot of hours in Marvel Rivals. I have hit Lord with Bucky, and I've hit Lord with Jeff the Shark. I know. I was the Jeff the Shark main. He's just top tier, okay? So I'm a little bit biased. However, I will be explaining what are my favorite characters to go against, what I hate the most, and how I feel about them. So we're going to start off with Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger is a solid healer. Plus, with the damage, her damage is a little broken, I can admit, especially since it's an auto lock on. So if you go to Cloak and you can blind them, which is really good, so it's really hard to fight against. However, it's also really good to have on our enemy team, especially her ult, where you literally can't die within a meter radius. I'm definitely going to go put her in A tier. Now, I'm going to guess that this is just Wolverine. And Wolverine, honestly, I see a lot of people complaining about him. The memes on Instagram Reels is funny as shit. So I think Wolverine is actually a really well-rounded killer. He's especially really good when you're facing off against a tank. But sometimes they'll go off alone and just get themselves killed. And it's kind of like a give and take. 50-50, honestly. Your Wolverine could be absolutely god tier, and he could be the best player in the entire lobby. On the other hand, he's running into the entire team alone, dying constantly, and then complaining about not getting heals. I'm going to put him in a solid B tier, just because of that 50-50 that you could get. Venom. I don't even know where to start with this guy. I fucking love a Venom on my team. Having a Venom on my team is euphoric, honestly. It's like when I don't even know what a good reference is for Venom. He can be really good, especially since he takes up most of the damage and most of the people are focusing on him, and that's the exact objective of Venom. Take damage, heal, fly back, annoy the shit out of. I hate going against a Venom, especially a really good one. But I can still respect the fact that he is a good fucking tank. I am going to put him in S tier. And also with Thor, I think Thor is a really well-rounded tank. I think he's really good and can be really useful, especially since of the high damage output that he can do. I mean, throwing the lightning bolts is just kind of fucking broken, especially if you get hit by it. But it can also get annoying because he can solo out different people and steal people with his throwing hammer. So I'm gonna put him at a solid A tier tank. I feel like that's just a really good place to put him. Punisher. I have beef. I have beef with Punisher. He can be really good. I've played him. I think I have 2 hours maybe with him. He can be really good. His turret can also really be broken, but at the same time, a Punisher has to work together with a team. It's a team game, and I have never, in the entire hours that I have played Rivals, I have never seen a Punisher working together with other people. He's always going off on his own, fighting other people, dying, coming back, going off on his own, like he didn't learn anything from the last 17 deaths. He's going 2-13. It's just like Spider-Man. You're going 2-13. You either have a god tier Punisher or fucking ass Punisher, and more than enough times it is the ass Punisher. Storm, I am going S tier. I have not played a single minute of Storm. However, I've played Loki. Stealing Storm's ult and then wiping out most of the team with it is just so fun. Also, Storm has a really good damage output. I think she can be a little broken, especially since she can make the her team do more damage or be faster. I think it's a little broken, but at the same time, it's just fun to go up against the Storm. It makes it a little more challenging, and I enjoy a little challenge. And she's just really fun to go up against. Star-Lord, I'm going to put in a solid B tier. Just like with Wolverine, his ult, well, not just like Wolverine, his ult's really good. And him dodging back and forth can get a little annoying, especially if you're playing against a really good one, because then he can run. However, it's still just a fun character to play, and a fun character to go up against. It creates a little more challenge that I really, really like. I actually faced off against a hacker before who's playing Star-Lord, and we still won the game in the end, even though he was hacking. And so I have no problem with Star-Lord. You can be hacking all you want and still lose a game. Squirrel Girl, smash. However, D tier. I hate Squirrel Girls. It's literally just launch and hope for the best. It's like Junkrat from Overwatch. Like, you shoot around a corner and hope you hit something, and half the time you get kills because the blast radius is massive and your damage output is massive. And then you use your ult, which got buffed for some reason this season. And, yeah, now you're killing like half the people in the entire fucking squad. Low-key, kind of fine. However, the most so annoying to go up against. I hate Squirrel Girls because they require no skill whatsoever. Spider-Man, C tier. Just like Punisher, you're running into the backline trying to take out your support, the enemy supports. And when you die, you complain about the healers not doing their job. How are we supposed to heal you from 3 miles away when you can literally swing across the map with one movement? You're supposed to be moving around constantly, but you're getting shot down half the time because you're just trash at the game and can't accept that you're going 0-43. Change to a different character. But good Spider-Mans, I love you. That's why it's only C tier. Scarlet Witch. Honestly, it's kind of a mixture between C and D tier. The damage output's not good. Her ult's good, but it takes too long to charge up. The only good thing to come out of a Wanda on your team is the Magneto buff that goes with it, because that's absolutely broken. I love having a Wanda on my team if it has to be Magneto. However, her ult just takes too long to charge up. You have to mix it with other things. And if you don't mix it with other things, you're going to get shot down and killed really, really easily. And usually you're only getting 1 to 2 kills with your ult anyways, because all the others are too far away. Sometimes you can mix with Doctor Strange, I guess. But honestly, D tier. Absolutely don't like you other than the Magneto. Rocket, I do not understand the hate. I think Rocket's a B. I do not understand the hate that goes with Rocket. He does amazing heals, even though it's not generalized healing that heals one person specifically at a big time. It's still healing the entire group, and it's supposed to be a team effort. People are saying, oh, don't look at the stats, don't look at the stats. Look at the stats. Having 30k healing means he was healing you and keeping you alive for just a little bit longer. I don't care that he wasn't healing you specifically and it was a group effort, but the entire game is a group effort. He's a good healer. You just have to accept the fact that you're not going to get mainly healed when a Rocket is on your team. And the damage output he does was really good. On top of that, he DPS boosts you. There's no complaining there. He's really good. And Psylocke. Psylocke, I'm actually going to put in A tier. I think Psylocke is a really, really good DPS. She has a good damage output. Sure, she's kind of like Sombra, where she can disappear and dash off too. But her ult is really, really amazing. It can take out a group of people within seconds. And it's really, really good to have a really good Psylocke on your team. It's annoying, of course, to have a Psylocke on an enemy team, but still, you can low-key copy a Psylocke ult and take out the entire team, including the other Psylocke. I think she's a really well-rounded character, and sure, she can have burst attacks, if you get it right, the timing right, which can be a little annoying. However, I think she's a solid A tier DPS. Penny, honestly, it can be between A and B tier. I think I'm going to put her in A tier. Pennies have not as much health as the other tanks, but she's still really good. She can trap you. She can put mines down on the ground, and it's really good to keep you off point. But a lot of people get annoyed by her because of those mines, and they think they're too OP, they're too OP. Shoot the thing on the ground. Take out her fucking mines, and then you'll be good. She won't have it for like 15 seconds. You will be fine, and you can kill her if you just focus on the ground in front of you. I think Penny is actually really good. You can keep people off for a long time, and the enemy can keep you off for a long time. I'm actually going to make a change. I think she can go back down to B tier. I think that's a fair placement for her. She's a well-rounded tank. Well, a little bit overpowered depending on your mine placement and if you're good. But I think she's a well-rounded tank that deserves not as much hate as sometimes I've heard she's been getting. Namor? Honestly, I'm going to put you Namor in B tier as well. His ult's not the best. It's kind of really easy to get out of. However, I've seen a lot of people hit 2 headshots with the trident that he has. He takes them out pretty easily. So, having an enemy or a team Namor isn't the best, but it's not the worst. I'm not going to be complaining if there's a Namor in my team, but I'm not going to be cheering him on either. Moon Knight, honestly, I have a fair amount of playtime in Moon Knight. I think I also have like 2 hours on him. I have the gold skin from Season 0. He does not require a lot of skill. I do not care what people say. He does not require any skill at all. You hit one person, you're hitting the entire team around him. You're hitting your onk more than you're actually hitting the people. You do not require skill. Don't act like you require skill. However, you're still fun to have on a team. You're fun to play, and you're enjoyable to go against on the enemy team. Just don't act like you're doing anything impressive. And don't act like the high damage is anything impressive either. You're going to do like 20k damage per shot if you have a people grouped together. You're not doing that much in the retrospect. But I'll keep you at C tier. Mantis, A tier. Fucking love Mantises. Sedation, sure annoying. Damage boost and healing, sure annoying. But still fun to play, fun to go against. And honestly, I just have a really good time. Me and my buddy, we played duo support our entire rank grind in the first season, Season 0. He played Mantis, I played Jeff. No complaints there. If I couldn't heal, he could heal. And his ult could actually like keep people alive for longer. And then we could copy ults. It was really fun. And I think Mantis is just a really, really good character. Definitely top tier healer. Magneto, I'm also going to put in A tier. Magneto was really good at stopping ults, especially if it's a Punisher or an Iron Man. He's really good at doing that, and I cannot complain about stopping ults. Plus, he can shield you, and with the Wanda, if you have like another Wanda on your team and you get that Wanda mix in, that's really fucking epic. It does so much damage. And on top of that, the damage blocked, it also can be insane. Because one of your shields, the main shield in front of you, has infinite health. It's a really good tank. Not as good as Venom, in my opinion. I think Venom is pretty good. I think Thor is actually better than Magneto as well. But Magneto's still a top tier tank and definitely top 3 in best tanks. Magik's, I'm going to put you in A tier as well. Magik is really good as a DPS. She can be so annoying. So annoying. But she's actually a really, really good DPS. She does a lot of damage. She can escape. She can back off. And then she can come back and do more damage. Escape, back off, rinse and recycle and repeat. You can't ask more from a tank. Or tank. DPS. Luna Snow, God tier. Honestly, God tier. Luna Snow is like the best healer in the game so far. Besides Jeff, my boy. Not biased whatsoever. Her ultimate is broken. Of course, in Season 0, when you could spam it, it was way more broken. But her ultimate's still broken and keeps you alive as long as possible. She heals, she can do damage, she can freeze people and stun them, and she can get people off of her back. Plus, she's got the movement speed ability. She's just an overall great fucking healer. And I cannot complain whatsoever if I have a Luna Snow on my team or on the enemy team. Now, I'm going to get a little biased here. Loki, S tier. But that's if it's a good Loki. Loki can do amazing healing, amazing damage, and can copy any ultimate at any time in which it requires it. It makes him such a good healer because he can be so versatile. Say a Luna Snow died, or like her ult is about to end and you realize you're going to lose, copy the Luna Snow. Boom. Now you're Luna Snow and cannot die. Say you need to do more damage to the DPS and people are dying. Psylocke or Storm, if they have it on the enemy team or the friendly team. And you can take out entire squads as a Loki. I've gotten MVP constantly by Loki. And I think that he's an amazing healer, definitely deserving of S tier, as long as it's a good Loki. Also, a little bias here, I'm not going to lie. Jeff the Shark is an amazing healer. I don't care what you say, you will not convince me, and you're going to say, and go type down in the comments, oh, based, never read again. Jeff is an amazing healer. He has a constant beam of health. He can mix the beam of health with the bubbles to bring you back up to full health if you're almost about to die as a tank. And he can eat the entire enemy team and kill himself along with them, taking out the entire enemy team. As long as you have a good Jeff, it's absolutely amazing. Of course, I am a little biased because I do have Lord on Jeff. I love the little boy. I mean, look how cute he is. But I still think he's an amazing healer and definitely deserves an S tier spot. Iron Man, I have no problem with Iron Man. He's okay. He's okay. Like, he can get shot down pretty easily. He does the laser all the time, especially with Hulk in that gamma radiation shit. He gets that going for him, and that's the only thing that makes him actually powerful. And his ult is kind of good. It's kind of dodgeable depending on where you are and what map you're on, but it's kind of good. I have no mixture between the two. It just doesn't. I don't feel like Iron Man requires too much. He just doesn't require like anything. He doesn't require anything to have skill for him. As long as you have gamma radiation, take him out. Take people out as quickly as possible. He's a whatever character. Hulk, I'm putting in D tier. First tank in D tier. I think Hulk is kind of shit. I don't care what people say. Hulk is just a shit tank. He does not do a lot of damage. His ult is not that good, especially if you're they have healers around, because they can just heal the guy getting slammed on the ground. And besides jumping in, getting himself killed, and then trying to run back and dying, he doesn't do much else. Sure, he takes a lot of bullets, but once he's gone, that means the DPS and the healers are next, and you are not going to get any fun out of it. Hulks never stay by the healers, even though they're supposed to, and when they do stay by the healers, they don't focus on the people damaging the healers. They just try to get as much damage output as possible, and it's kind of shit. I hate Hulks. The only reason they're good for is to combo with Iron Man, and that's all. Hela, also in D tier. Her damage output, amazing. Actually, you know what? Not D tier. I'll put her up in C tier. Damage output, amazing. Ult, amazing. It just doesn't require a lot of skill. And I know I just said tier list, but this is like a skill plus fun. It's just like an everything tier list. It doesn't matter what they do. It's just an everything tier list. She's good damage, but she requires no skill. You get 2 headshots, boom, they're dead instantly. I don't care what people say. She does not require too much skill. She requires a fair amount. Hit your headshots, yes, but that's about it, honestly. You know what? I feel like I'm being too harsh. I think I will move her up to B tier. I feel like that's a fair thing to do. Hawkeye, F tier. I do not care what you say. I don't give a shit at all. Hawkeyes do not deserve love. And if your parents do love you, I hope they get hit by a car. Hawkeyes suck. All they do is aim into a crowd and luckily get a headshot. You require no skill. Your ultimate just lets you get free headshots, which instantly kills half of this fucking tier list. It's bullshit, and it's annoying to deal with. I do not like Hawkeyes. They can kill themselves for all I care. Anyway, Groot. I'm going to put you in a solid A tier. You're a really good tank. Groots can be fun. They can also be annoying at the same time. They're basically Fortnite builders, but if they wanted to play Overwatch instead of Fortnite 24/7 in their parents' basement. However, it's still fun to have. You have a good Groot on your team. You can wall the enemy, make sure that they don't escape, and we can finish them off. If you have a bad Groot on your team, then you get walled in, you get immediately murdered, and then you can't heal and or help your team because your Groot keeps walling you in and acting like he's playing professionally in Fortnite tournament lobbies when he's actually getting his entire team mollywopped by the fucking Dragon Fist diddling our asses. You can stay in A tier. Anyway, Doctor Strange. I'm going to put in... Honestly, I'll keep it in S tier. Doctor Strange is a great tank. He does a lot of damage block. He can stop a lot of ults. His ults can kill a lot of people. And he can just be an overall good tank to bullet sponge while the DPS tries to take out the enemy. I think he's a great tank. I don't really have much to say about him. Captain America will also go A. I'm not going to put him in S. He's a good tank, but he's like a dive tank. You keep running in, you run out, you're almost dead, and you got to get healed, and you run back in. And you're a bullet sponge, and you distract them. So you're pretty good. You're not the best tank, but you're still actually a really, really good tank. Now, Black Panther. Fucking F tier. Hate that shit. Annoying as fuck. I do not care what the fuck you have to say. Oh, he requires an entire kit. He requires, like, a lot of skill to use. No, he doesn't. Spear. Dash attack. Another dash attack now. Spear. Dash attack. Another dash attack. Spear. Dash attack. Another dash attack. You can't hit him, and he just gets infinite dashes. You can't kill the bastard. I do not care what you say. You do not require any fucking skill to play a Black Panther. You literally just have to dash into the enemy and then turn around and dash again. There's nothing you need to do. Fuck Black Panthers. God. I hate Black Panthers. Piece of shit. Alright, and we're going to go to Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock is a solid healer. He doesn't do that much health. Or like that much healing. He's not that really good. His ult is amazing though. If someone ults and kills your entire team, you can bring them entirely back to life and get them up to full health if you want. He's a really, really good character if he's correctly used. Just not a lot of people correctly use him. So I'm going to keep Adam Warlock in B tier. Winter Soldier. I know it's biased. He was my first lord, but God tier. God tier fucking DPS. Does amazing headshot range, splash damage if you hit them. You can yank certain people towards you to solo them out. And your ult is constant as long as they're not ulting. And you can get kill after kill after kill. And I will never, even if it's the enemy team, never get tired of hearing armed and dangerous. W fucking DPS. I will keep him at God tier. forever and always. The Diddler himself, I am going to put at C tier. Annoying as fuck to deal with. Annoying as fuck in any certain way. But he's actually kind of hard to play. I know people are going to say, Black Panther's harder than Iron Fist. But, like, when you think about it, you got to get used to Iron Fist. And he has good damage output. You just got to get used to him. I just hate that he's diddling me in the fucking back lines, reaching his hands so far up my ass that I can actually feel it through my mouth. This guy is annoying as fuck, but I can respect it. And Black Widow. It's between C and D tier. I'll leave her at D tier. I don't see too many Black Widows at all. Even with the buff, I still don't see her that much. And I don't see any kills coming out of it. I see one kill every blue moon, and she's just in the backline not getting hurt, nor is she getting kills. I'll see an average Black Widow maybe 2 times in an entire gameplay session. And both times, they'll have 0 deaths, but they'll have like 7 kills out of the 30-minute match. Maybe I just need to play with a good Black Widow, but I've just never really come across a good one. Anyways, so that's my tier list. I think it's pretty good. That's how I feel about most of the characters. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Let me know if I should change anything up, or if I'm wrong about anything. If I hear shit about Black Panther or Hawkeye, I'm just rejecting you completely. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a fantastic rest of your guys' day. I'll see you in the next one.